Hello and welcome to day 15. And to start off with what's sort of finished, I consider the skinks, the riders for the pterodons, to be done. I've painted them up as much as I'm going to detail them, given them just a basic varnish to protect them while I'm handling them. I've stuck pins in their bottoms, ready to attach them. You can see the little bit of pin sticking out there, so they will sit on these guys. And these guys have been given base coats. I've done a sort of multicolor scheme. I'm going for sort of a tan on the wings, rust colored body shading to an even lighter tan on the legs and feet, and the underbody I'm not sure about. Anyway, the blend looks kind of rough here. It's just a very simple wet blend, but all the highlighting will clearly be done with dry brushing because of the heavy texture, and then maybe some washes at the end, and that's going to smooth out the transitions quite a lot. And then it's just assembly, and we'll be on our way. Now with these models, what I've done since yesterday is simply the hair, and I've done 4 different hair colors. I've done each pair of characters in the same color, but all 4 pairs are different. So these are kind of a slightly reddish brown. These are more of a light brown color. Now these in the back, I've gone for some fantasy colors. Now normally I try to go for mostly realistic hair colors, but you know, in real life nobody has hair this yellow. But I'm saying, because these are elves, they can have fantasy hair, they can have a strange color that you would never see in the real world. And similarly, these two, I've gone for a sort of silvery white color, and I'm going to paint these two with a dark skin tone to contrast this pale hair. I'm not sure exactly why. I think it is because the female version kind of made me think of Goldmoon from the old Dragonlance Chronicles, and she's kind of, because they have this kind of vaguely, I don't know, Native American vibe going on, like she did in the illustrations, and she had kind of a very tan skin and white hair, I believe. So I think that's what made me think of doing that. Possibly because those old illustrations by Larry Elmore were so 80s, and these sculpts are also very 80s in the wild hairstyles that, you know, there were no hair products in the medieval age that could make hair look like this, but oh well, it's a fantasy world, so maybe they have some sort of magic hair gels or something. Anyway. Question for day 15 is a return to the closet of purgatory. Some more impulse buy that I might never get to. Well, this one is a project that I kickstarted. Came very well packaged in this box. Very nicely protected. It's a small resin model, and they provide one of each normal base size, a square 25mm, round 25mm, and a lipped 30mm. So that was nice of them. And what this is a model called the Orc Princess. Let's show what's in this. So there's a sprue with, I'm not sure where the focus is best, somewhere like here. Okay, this is the back of her. She's actually holding the sword behind her back, it seems. The arms are separate than the sword. And there's a shield which won't attach anywhere on the model. The shield was a stretch goal, I believe. The idea is probably the shield will be resting on the ground somewhere. We'll see if I can fit that in. If and when I actually build and paint this model. But, you know, she looks rather delicate for an orc. You know, she could represent a half orc, perhaps. So be a player character, maybe. Anyway, that was what I had to show off today. Again, mostly stuff still in the works, but we're getting close. Tomorrow, I could probably almost promise you something completed to show. Join me then.